What is up, everyone? It's your boy LE Banana Josh, and welcome to the start of a new season of our AOR Hype Energy.
Engine
I forgot
fired.
what it was
We're
already.
set.
Okay, AOR Hype Energy F1 2018 Oceania League F2 for this one now, because as you probably know, for this one we have like two league spots on the PlayStation and of course the Xbox and the Oceania. And unfortunately, we don't have PC for this one because RIP PC Oceania drivers. So such a shame thing, but you have to wait for a couple of you have to wait for about like until next season before we start off this one now. And most importantly for this one, we are here at the Australian Grand Prix here in F2 for this one now. For the first time ever, I'm wearing it, as you can probably tell with the bottom of my helmets already. Yes, it was like, so number one, this is me, like, this is Australia's hometown for this one now. And two, I'm wearing the West Coast Eagles' helmets because they have won the 2018 Premiership Championship in 2018 in AFL team in AFL. Wow, what have I said AOR for this one now? AFL. That's what I need to say that one. Okay, so anyway, so as you can probably tell, the first sector of this one, we were done terribly for this one. We lost 21 thousandths of a second right against my sector one time. We have proven our time already until we lost our times already. That's a shameful thing already. But you know, qualifying has already ended that one, so we're about to get started for this one. Purple in the second sector for this one now. And we slowed down because we were running wide for this one, and we are improving our time already for this one. So this is fun for that one. And there's so many drivers already. Here's a Renault driver who just slows down, let me through for this one. I really appreciate that. We're 3/10 up on our previous time, and we're about to cross the line in this fabulous Haas car for this one. We're up by 3/10. Hessa set the fastest lap, and he gets the pole time for that one. Well, we cross the line with a 1 minute 21.814. So that's pretty good for this one. So here we're going to see Fructose, a good friend of mine of that one, cross the line, and he does improve. But he qualified in 5th position already. But we're qualified 3rd. Hassa starts from pole position ahead of Mars already. So good job for the Williams driver. Then it's myself, Ram, Hamster, Fructose, Jack, Simplin, who is also in my party for someone, Infinite Marge, Sparkles, and Azza, who's also round up the top 10 in the qualifying. They're both going to start on the Ultra Sauce. What a puff for Slippery. What? That makes no sense how that happened already. Can we go to how can this happen to me song, please? I cannot get any chance for one, so such a shameful thing already. Up to the outside already, so we got again. You're an absolute joking right now. the same thing happened to Hazard to me again in the first lap, turn 3. Now, that Williams driver is so stupid at what she just did. Was braking a bit late and just went into me.
Okay, we can take
I
you this
don't know why this one now. I called him for a box to repair my front wing, and there's like a Mercedes driver was so slow, and the Williams, that's the guy who took me out. He went off wide, and lap 1 we had to come into the pits already to repair my front wing because I can't continue for the first few laps already without a front wing. But so here we are, lap 1 about to come in, and there was a Mercedes coming out. That's Hazard.
Complete.
And,
go now.
We've got the job done already. We're in P17. That's worse, that one. So I don't want that to happen.
No more scheduled pit stops. DRS is now
enabled
and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
Came out of the pit, and there's sparkles already in the Ferrari, and we're about to come towards the turn 3, that one, and
okay, the safety car is out. The safety car is out.
5
We need
seconds
to
stop
form
go
up at a reduced pace. Keep a
Sparkles.
close eye on that delta time.
Alright,
make sure to keep it
I just want to
positive.
give you the replay of this one soon. Okay, here we go. So, as you can see here, Sparkle brakes. I brake with him. He brakes slow. He locks up the brakes. I tried to avoid him, and his rear right tire went into me, that one. I was going to say, like, that was kind of my fault already that I just did to him, so I'm sorry, Sparkles, for the incidents already that you and I just got. And unfortunately for that one now, the head stewards just gave me a 10-second time penalty for the results already, that one. So, yeah, no jokes, no problem, no, that was not a joke, this one. That was actually a head steward who just, like, gave me a 10-second time penalty, which is kind of unfortunate for me, which happens to be at the end of the results already. But as you can see in the safety car lap number 5, oh my, okay. Alright, I have no words to say, but what is going on? As you can see the replay for this one now, so another replay for this one. I'm sorry it's really slow for that one now. Just apologise, I need to fix the video editing for that one. So you can see the Renault of Sean. He runs wide at the chicane here, and the Williams driver tried to... you probably know this one now. The Williams driver slowed down to let Sean through, and Hazard brake tested. Hazard just hit the front wing at the back of him, and out of nowhere comes Infinite March, and March just broke his front wing. I have no idea how I just avoid that incident. As you can see, Sparkle's right behind me and Infinite March. Oh no, not more behind me and Infinite March, but behind me and Infinite March. He is taking some avoiding actions already. We're not taking that.
Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember there is
no
no overtaking
until
the first safety car
comes in, and we're in
Stay in
P9
position until the green flags.
Hopefully we're not going to crash already and something actually happens already. I hope nothing happens, so let's see, we're going for a racing, still yellow flag it. I'm absolutely pissed right now. Alright, and of course already I have to come in for a pit stop. And what is he doing? Is he slowed and... oh, for God's sake. A 5-second stop-go penalty. Almost a 10-second stop-go penalty. I had to surf my stop-go due to the collision with Sparkles, that one, but I had to wait 5 seconds, and then I had to change my tyres and a front wing. As you can see, Red Wool Super Softs will come into the cars, and unfortunately, I got ahead of the Williams driver. No joke. I beat him in the pit stop race, so take that, Williams driver. Just
one stop left in this strategy.
And just like try to learn how to drive that one. Such a noob that one out. And a couple seconds later, for this one, we got up to the back of Sean with that one. And Sean is a pretty good new driver so now. I don't know why, for Tony. He's probably struggling with the tracks for that one. I'm not so sure of that one, but anyway, this is probably got the move done already. And some of those two drivers are like Jordan and the full senior driver. Yeah. They just came into the pits already, that one. Pretty good job. And along comes the Williams and the Sauber, that one. And we set the fast lap at a 1:25.440. And that was a pretty cool lap for that one, on lap 8, that one. So, smash all the sectors, and that's pretty good for this one now. And now we're on lap number 10 for this one now. We're coming up to the back of Rim for that one now. He's kind of slow for this one now, so we'll put up down the inside of him, and hopefully nothing happens already. We got the job done in the fast left-handed sections for this one now, and oh no.
Okay, box.
No.
We're adjusting the strategy.
The good news is we haven't even retired for this one now, but the bad news is
a new front wing.
we lost all of our front wing for this one now. And I can't even show you the pit stop already because the video's got corrupted for that one. So probably gonna show the other ones already. We're gonna head over to Bahrain and China for the next race. As you can see, Jordan runs wide, and even the Williams driver runs wide. I generally don't get it, that one. So kind of a few laps later, after I was like from lap 11 to something, so I kind of feel bored that one of that. And then something happens where it's a Sauber of Rixie, I think it is. Rixie. So Rixie struggling at turn. He lost the back end at turn 5, and this is going to be great for him. And
this
now,
is your final lap.
Final lap
of the race.
28, but across the line of lap 29, I was just about to start the final lap of the race. I was kind of so bored with that one, without even like drivers in front, what are the drivers behind me. What I know is Rim is catching up with the super soft tires. But Hazard won the race, but as the problem for this one now, but we had to tell what just happened already at the end of the race, that one now. But coming towards the final corner, and we will take P7 on the board, and that is 6 points, that one. That is 6 points for me. That was lucky, that one now. Okay, so we finished P7 just ahead of Rims, that one. But I had to get rid of the stop goes, because that's great. And all those drivers, Sparkles, Seppi, and Hessa, are on the podium for this one now. But as a problem for that one now, they both got disqualified from rejoining the sessions. So that's unfortunate for that one. And it looks like that's kind of a disappointment for them already, because they're not scoring points, that one. So they gave Fructose the victory ahead of Infinite March, Jax, Sparkles, myself, Rims. But unfortunately, I got a 10-second time penalty for this one, which dropped me down to 6th position for this one now. So that's unfortunate for this one. Then we got Dr. Rixie rounds up the top 10 for this one now. And what a great way for this one now to finish off the sessions already. And all of a sudden, no drivers are like apparently got sad and upset for that one now. But I'm so glad already. Fructose, a good friend of mine for this one now, has actually won the race for this one now. So you can just see here, there's the qualifying results and the race results for round 1. As you can see here, Fructose wins from Infinite March, Jackson, Sparkles, Rims already, which fortunately I got a 10-second time penalty. But despite for that one, when Sparkles and Hesse both got disqualified, I got promoted to 5th, but as a 10-second time penalty, it got demoted me to P6, which is why Rims has got finished ahead of me. Pretty good job. Now it's got Dogs, Rixie, and the Williams driver will round up the top 10, but he got a DNF for that one, but he didn't score points this one now, so that's unfortunate for the Williams driver. And there are some other drivers already who are pretty bit new for this one now, which just comes over to Bahrain for that one. And as you can probably see for this one now, the qualifying results, Hassan just got pole for that one by like 3/10 ahead of the Williams driver again for that one. So that's the Australian Grand Prix done for that one now. And now we're going to move on to round 2 for this one now. So this is probably the 3 racetracks in one video. So let's head over to the Bahrain Grand Prix. So here we are, here in Bahrain for this one, for the second round of the AOR Oceania League F2 League. But this is also Hype Energy for this one now. So We'll start here with
let's
qualifying
update the
this one
setup.
now, but we're going to be starting off with the softs in the first run, and then the last two runs we're going to go with the super softs already. So here we go for the first
Everyone ready?
qualifying for this one now.
Okay, let's go.
We're going out of the pits already with the Haas already, and to be honest, this one now, I really like that Haas already because, first of all, it's American, and two, it's just tribute to Nicky Hayden for that one. But yeah, it is what it is for that one. But here we are coming out of the pits, and well, this is qualifying for that one. But yeah, let's start with the qualifying runs already for that one. So here's the first lap has been validated, but here's the second lap in sector 2. I got like blocked by Sean, the Renner, who just blocked my racing line as I was coming. So I don't know what on earth Sean's doing for this one. And I almost lost the back end at the exit of that corner right there. And that was really close, that one now. But it was across the line for this one. We set a lap time of 1 minute and 29.5. It was worse lap than it was, that one. So we went to the pits on lap 3 to put up a new set of super soft. And this AI driver just blocking me and just makes me run wide if that one. I mean, what kind of a thing was that already if that one? Just blocks the racing line, just like being the AI driver, just moves out of the way and runs wide for that one. But this is one of my fastest lap already for this one now. As you probably know, the best lap is a 1 minute 28.675. I guess you can definitely see that on your screen. As you can see, the time is running out on the top right hand corner. But let's start off with qualifying. So we're coming to turn 1. We shift down to 3rd gear for this one, and shift up to 4th gear for this one. I know many of you guys in the first corner just trying to shift down to 2nd gear and just shift up early 2 more gears already to turn 2 for this one. And then come to turn 4, shift down to 4th gear for that one. And when it comes to this corner right there, just stay in the 6th gear for that one now, flat out for this one now, onto the next left-hander for that one, and brake into the 3rd gear for this one now. And that one is pretty special. There's a yellow flag already because we don't even care for that one now. Now into the corner, this is really tricky for this one. You have to brake early for that one and go shift down to 3rd gear for that one, and you can open up a DRS if you want to for that one now. And this is actually one of the greatest ones of all time for this one now. And this is a Williams driver for this one now. You have to shift down to 5th/4th if you want to for that one. Just make sure you don't want to get yourself a wheel spin. Then flat out to the right-hand side for that one now. And then you have to shift down to the 4th gear for that one. It's the only thing you can do for this one, is just shift down to 4th gear, or if you want to for this one now, you can shift up to 5th gear for this one now. And now we're going to go on to the final part of this one. Brake and then shift down to 4th gear again, and that was a lap already around Bahrain. But we're going to go across the line for this one now. DRS wide open, and that is a 1 minute 27.602. And that is the fast, and that's like the 5th fastest for this one. We're like 6/10 slower than the pole sitter has off this one now, ahead of my teammate Toad, who was doing a pretty good job for that one now. And then there's Infinite March, Jack, myself, Rise, who was also the reserve, Rim, Sector, another reserve, Master, Rays, and Nike rounds up the top 10. And these are and there's many drivers who do not get into the top 10.
Maintain focus going into the first few
anyway,
corners. We don't want an incident before the race has even started.
And it's a 2-stop one, so super softs at the start. Wide already into turn 4 for that one, a terrible run for that one, and that puts Jack out of the way for that one. Rise error absolutely shot already for this one now. Everyone just left the session, retired from the session. Many drivers are piled up already for this one. So lap 1, we have completed the whole lap, like 1 lap, without even like crashing or something. Just like last week, we actually got 1 crash on the first lap.
Brilliant. Nice
so this
move.
time we don't. So we're getting close to Rise Error for that one, and Infinite March for 3rd spot. And of course behind me is Rim. Rim is actually behind me, and he's one of the faster drivers already in the Red Bull for this one now. March is pretty much like, in qualifying he was pretty much faster, but in the race he was kind of a bit slow for that one. So on the other hand, fair play to
DRS is now enabled
for
and will
driving
be
the Red
available
Bull
to
for that
use
one.
when you are within
Lap
1
2,
second
we
of
already
the car
cleared
ahead
this one.
in
We're
the
trying to catch
DRS
up to
zone.
Rise Error for that one. And there was not enough. Look at my ERS. It's way low for this one. I use ERS overtake mode for no reason for that one, so it's probably a bad luck for that one. Alright, so lap number 3, we lock up the brakes, run wide, and we had to let Rim through that one. So that's kind of a shocking thing, because, you know, for the moment already, I didn't notice I got the DRS already.
Try to stay
and
with
right
him,
now I
you might
already
make a
loaded
mistake.
that one.
You could
So,
still regain the position.
so now we're behind Rim, we're now in 6, and behind me is Caesar, who was actually the reserve driver of that one. And then, oh my god, Rise Error, absolute carnage already for this one. He absolutely crashed into the barriers, and he is out of the Grand Prix for that one. So we're going to have to take a look at the replay of that one now. It's a slow-mo replay, like a white screen for that one now, and here's the reason why for that one. I think he just lost the back end because he got hit the curbs already and went into the wall, smashed the sign already, off goes the suspension, Rim locks up, I didn't lock up because I had to be careful with my brakes already, and Caesar runs completely off track that one because Rise Error went off the rejoined the circuit dangerously because there was no ghost cars that one, because that's shocking that one. And then Jeff's told me that I could like stop on lap 5 or 6 already, and I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. But we got overtaken by Caesar. He's the fastest already in the Ferrari. But you notice he's a reserve driver. If he is a full-time driver, then he's going to be winning the championship
soon.
Don't
wait too long to turn the engine down.
I know one of my throat signals already. So on lap number 6 already, we had to box in for a new set of soft compound tires already. I was trying to go for the ultras, not ultras. I was trying to go for the mediums already, that one, but I felt like, nah, I don't feel like mediums could be doing anything for that one. So like softs already, that one could be good for that one.
Go now.
And I'm not good with tire wears already, especially if I'm in the Haas that one. So that's probably the extraordinary moments already. So lap 6, we're coming to the pits.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
Go for soft tires to make it 1 stop for that one, but instead I had to go to the 2 stop for that one. So still for that one, we caught up right to the back of Leb for that one, and Leb already in the first lap in the first race already, he takes me out quite much. I hope he doesn't do this for this one now. And for that moment, this happens.
You've got front wing damage. Recommend you box for a new one. A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Unbelievable. After all this, I'm now going to make another stop on lap 7. Absolute serious. I mean, what on the odds? That one. I mean, you can't just like take someone else already if you're like about to stop a race or something. You could just try to let me through for that one. I have no words to say for that one.
Go.
Anyway, it is what it is. But it's a racing incident between me and, of course, Lab for that one, because I didn't put up to the racing stewards for that one, so nothing actually happens to that one. So just continue racing, and yeah, everything was pretty fine for this one. So on lap 8, we did like come in lap 7. We had to come into the fix due to the front wing damage. So lap 10, we had to caught up to the quit masters already. So the quit master, the markers, absolute slow for that one. So the AIs are taking over for that one.
Job.
And
nice
Jordan,
overtake.
What is he doing? I mean, no joke. Jordan he doesn't know what to do for that one. He doesn't know how to use the tractions. Doesn't know how to use the ABS. I mean, what are the odds? What are the odds of that one now? So lap 12, we're on end
Caution.
of lap 12, but I almost said lap 20 something that would. But anyway, lap 13 already. Yellow flags in sector 1, 2, and 3. It's because one of the Williams driver on Mars has definitely lost the back end to turn 2, rejoins the session, and he left the session. Kind of unfortunate for this one, and a few seconds later, we took on a massive spin. Unbelievable. For all the moments I tried so hard not to spin already, I finally found myself to spin already. So on lap 20, that one, we had to skip further for this one because it's kind of a bit boring already because I got no one else to battle with, I got no one else to be with. So that's the problem here, that one, guys. So anyway, that one, lap 20, we had to come into the stop already to put up a new set of soft compound tires and our final stop to go to the end, that one. So this could be it, that one, because soft tires, lap 21, lap 29, that would be fine, that one. So the tires will go to the end. And we're now right behind Mars, that one. So, oh no, not Mars, Lab. Lab, it was the one already who just like took me out for the first lap already. And it's supposed to be like the stewards already for this one when all the drivers get a penalty for that one now. I feel like when it comes to the next race, I think like these guys have got penalties for that one. So anyway, lap 21, and then we're going to move on to lap 22 for that one. DRS, overtake mode, rich mix, and we're going to go for a slipstream around the inside of Lab to take 9th spot, and that is a brilliant move that I just done already. But not the best overtake, but I'll take it, that one, in turn 1, that one. But anyway, lap 25 already, but I have one reason for this one now. The reason why I paused the session for that one, because someone came to my door and it was like, oh, dinner's ready for that one, and I have to wait until the race. I have to wait until the race finish. So that's probably unfortunate. I had to let Caesar through, and that's unfortunate for that one. So thanks to Mum already, I couldn't get all 29 laps of all 4 laps already without getting myself lapped down for that one. But anyway, we're gonna come around the final corner, and another points finish already since Australian Grand Prix, and we actually done it. Instead of finishing 6th place already, we actually finished in 9th position, and March has retired from the session. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's a problem. Ouchie for the March. I can tell already for this one, in his point of view for this one, he was running well, running 3rd place, catching Rim for that one, and he basically retires for that one. I don't know what happened already, but he's gonna check. We had to check into the replays already through his point of view in the Titanic's thing, that one. So absolute heartbreak for Infinite March. He was going for a podium finish. Oh, I feel bad for him. I feel bad for Infinite March already. Well, anyway, here's the race results for this one. Caesar takes the win, followed by Hester, Rim, Toad, my teammate. Get into the top 5 that one. Then is Azza, then is Nike, Rise, Infinite March has unfortunately DNF. Myself and Labs round up the top 10 for that one. So we got one more race in this video, and it's Chinese Grand Prix. Well, I think it's time for the Chinese Grand Prix for round 3. And this time, it's the 3rd take already, because the first two takes were a bit glitchy for that one now. I'll just show you the clip for that one right now. So you can probably see it if you want to for that one. So anyway, we're going to head over to the Chinese Grand Prix for take 3. And this is Sunday, that one, so this is probably where I just like recorded on Saturday, and I said upload that video on Sunday, that one. So, for that one now, this is pretty good job for that one now. So, this is probably my fastest qualified sessions ever, that one. And, hope you guys enjoyed the Chinese Grand Prix, that one. So, firstly, we've got to open up DRS, across the line we go, to set the fastest time already. So, for this corner for someone, you had to break it before you go to turn 1, that one, and you're going to just shift down more to 3rd gear, that one now, and when it comes to the slow down to go to the 2nd gear, that one now, and of course for this one we're going for the fast left turn, that one now, And another one got to go for the fast right turn for that one. Another one, brake until second gear for this one. The fastest, well, the personal best fastest already, so pretty good job for that one now. And then you're going to go to 7th, and you're going to slow down a little for that one. Just ease down the throttles for this one. Then brake down to 5th gear into the next corner right here. And then brake down to 4th or 3rd if you want to for that one. Then you can shift early to 4th or 5th to 1-2. And then you're going to go straight for this one out. Shift down to 3rd. If not, you can shift down to 2nd gear if you're slowing down for that one. So, next one, you have to ease down the throttle for that one. And watch the curve already, because you don't want to get wheel spin with that one. And then throw a full throttle into the snail section, and you get a massive back straight for that one. Open up DRS, revs up already, and we are about to get rolling with that one. The qualifying just ends already. Then you had to brake to 1st, if not 2nd gear for that one. So I prefer doing 1st gear for this one, so this is pretty cool for that one. And then you had to brake to a 4th gear for that one, and that is a lap around the Chinese Grand Prix. And across line we go. We've got a 1 minute 31, and that's sick, that one, because I can't even tell the time, that one, because I'm in the new room, that one. So good job already, that one, by Jack, who got the pole time already on the ultra softs already. Then it's myself, Spelly, Fructose, Caesar, that one. I'm pretty sure I spelled your name right, that one. So congratulations for getting in that 5th place already, because he is the Haas team, that one. I think it was Mars already, I think it was.
Have fun
so
out there
I think
today.
it might be that
Good
one.
luck.
Could be round up the top 6, that one. So Caesar, who's actually my teammate, that one now, is now ahead of Hessa and another Ferrari driver, and of course a Renault, which I don't know who it was already. But Jack runs completely wide. He just said it in the video. He completely runs wide. I said it was like he understeered that one. It was like he understeered everywhere that one. So this is going to be a really close race one here on the first lap, that one, and the Ferrari driver's getting closer to Toro Rosso. So this is going to be really close to where we're getting close by the Sauber, that one, because Fructose is doing so well, that one, but not enough, that one. We're pulling it away against Fructose, that one, because we're running well against Fructose, right? But and the party with Spilly, that one, thinking it was like it could be fun for that one without a fast driver that was just like Hazard, who hasn't even won the Grand Prix this one now. It gave the victory to Fructose, that one, but doesn't even count that one now. But anyway, for this one now, lap 1 has been completed.
The pit window.
Jack,
You'll be on the softs.
of course, is the race leader for this one. Of course, the pole sitter for that one. And coming towards lap 3, we skip lap 2 for this one because nothing actually happens already. And then here is the reason why this is lap 3, because Spilly has completely lose control on his car. He just like oversteer his car, and he completely left the session and is completely gone for this one. And here's my Haas Reserve teammate driver, Caesar. He wants to overtake me, so I had to let him through for this one, because he's on the soft tires already, because he's going for the one stop, that one. So I had to give props to him, that one, otherwise it's going to be game over for me, that one. So straight up to this already, a couple seconds later, we had to make our first stop, and Jax is going with me, Fat One. Or probably I'd go with him, Fat One, because that was like great strategy call, Fat One, for me and the Toro Rosso, Fat One. So this is like the first round of pit stop for the Ultra Softers. And that is a 2.7 pit stop time. So we've done pretty good job for the Haas F1 team. And of course already Jack is probably ahead of me, Fat One.
One stop
and
left.
Basically for that one, we rejoined behind Sean, but ahead of Azza, Fat One. So a couple seconds later on lap 5, we're going to catch up to Sean because he's not that fast, that one, because we're going to pop that down the inside using the rich fuel mix and the overtake mode on the ERS, slipstream him, DRS, and overtake him before the turn 1 corner even starts already. And that's pretty good for this one now. And now, a couple seconds later, we're caught up to the back of the Sauber driver. It's not Fructose, it's Rixie. And Rixie, however, is a pretty fine driver of that one. He runs completely wide, Fat One, and has a bad run, Fat One. Gives me a good chance to overtake Fat One and caught it right at the back of Daz, Fat One. And Daz, however, for this one is going to be well. And
holy! Oh my God! What hacks are those?
oh dear, what hacks are those? That's what Aaron just said in the YouTube championship. Yeah, I knew it was going to happen. But anyway, we're not talking about that lap time. Look at Jordan! Man, he almost killed Rim and myself. Jeez. How dangerous is he, Fat One, when he goes off the track? He needs to be careful when it comes to the next race. Jeez. Let's just slow down. We'll have to drive carefully. It's never going to happen to those F1 drivers, right? So anyway, a couple of seconds later, we're caught to the back of Grim and round the inside of the snail corner, and that is me into P4, Fat One.
Nice move. Good
Fantastic job, alright. But of course, Rim tried to overtake me, but he doesn't got the DRS. And that's the problem already that he needs to get. Firstly, a slipstream, a rich mix, overtake, and the DRS. Then he will overtake me, Fat One. But instead, I was the one who overtook him at the DRS zone. So, well, at the snail corner before the DRS. So, couple laps later, Fat One, lap 12, Hazard caught up because he made a stop, Fat One. And Caesar has to make a stop, Fat One. So, Hazard round the inside of the hairpin, that tricky hairpin. This is the way I normally overtake someone back in that time already. And thanks, laptop. I need to mute you, Fat One, now because that's a great job, Fat One. But Hazard out of nowhere, Fat One, just got the job done, Fat One. And here is the move already that I was going to go for down to turn 1 because Caesar rejoins it already. I had to try to make it overtake done and dusted on Hazard, Fat One. And that wasn't even a good chance already for so now. And Hazard tried to overtake me down the inside at the exit of turn 4, and he doesn't even work, but trying to make it down turn 5, That one. He tried to dive bomb that one, and that was a lot. I'll give it a fair play to you for this one now. I have to give it a props to you for this one, because you did a dive bomb move on me, That one. I have to give it props to you. A couple of seconds later, my reserve driver teammate, Caesar, is caught up right to the back of me for that podium spot, that one. So I have to give props to him for that one, but I mean, he's pretty fast, right? If he was the full-time driver, then he's got to go for it, that one. So I had to let him through. Why not? And I have to save my fuel mix and the ERS, that one. So that's fair play for me, that one. So I let him through. No controversies here. And that is him up to P3, that one. Because Jack, however, didn't make a stop, that one. So that's good, that one. So couple laps later, we're on to lap number 16, that one. And there was this is a horrendous moment I've ever witnessed already. Caesar and Hazard have both side by side as I was seeing them through turn 3, and then comes towards turn 4, then comes towards turn 5, that one. Caesar got the job done. I saw it on my own screen, that one, and my own eyes, that one, how Caesar got the job done, that one. And he done a pretty good job for that one. So my teammate for this one is doing a pretty good job for that one. So a couple of laps later, we're a lap later for that one. That Force India driver is blocking my racing line. I had to avoid the Force India for this one now, because the back marker is always going to be some troubles here for that one. So a couple of seconds later, we had to make our second and our final stop.
Okay, the car behind has newer tyres than you. Maintain our gap if possible.
For the final chance of the race. So it's going to be really close already between. Well, Jake got the job done because he made a stop before me for that one. And then Jordan, on the other hand, he is in front of me, and he's also lapped down. So I got no problems with him for that one, but I got problems with Rim for that one because he's catching up so good for that one. Here it is already on my screen, and we're so close. We're so close already, but he backed off already. Fair play to him for that one. So, and then Jordan has to let me and Rim through. Just to be clarified that one, so
green
fair
flag.
play for Jordan this one. He did the right thing. No problems this one now. And another one. There was a couple of seconds later. That's the Force India driver. He slowed down to let me and Rim through, and that's props to him for that one. And there was another one for this one now. That's another Force India driver on lap 22. He's having a bad time for that one. So that Force India driver is having no luck for that one. Here
Green
in
flag.
Suzuka,
Green
not
flag.
Suzuka, that's a Japanese Grand Prix. Chinese in Shanghai, that one, so that's probably a good one. And then here comes Rim trying to make a move down the inside of that corner, which is not literally an overtaking opportunity, but this is probably the overtake opportunity down towards that corner, and this is probably where the DRS zone is. And props to for that one now. Rim has to backed off already because he doesn't want to lose some tractions already in that corner. I don't want to lose on that tractions already. Rich mix, overtake mode, and look at the bottom right. Look at the bottom right. I got the DRS. He doesn't. He doesn't got the DRS. I was behind him, thinking I was like, oh, I got no chance to get DRS, right? And then boom, I got the DRS. And then we're running it a bit wide for that one. Had to back off that one, and then his Rim into P4 for that one. But it's not enough already. Another one, overtake, rich mix, DRS, and of course the slipstream already. And we're going to try and move down the outside on that. Oh, yeah, I'm wasting my breath that one. But look at that, trying to make a move down the inside of Rim that one. But it's not enough. Round the outside of turn 3, and that's not enough that one. And Rim. We're gonna try to overtake Rim down the inside already, but he shuts me off that one. I got no chance that one now. He locks up and he has got the job done.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
All the moments I already just like overtake some of the midfield drivers already, and this is what I get. Overtaken by the fast driver, that's Rim. He's basically right now, if he stays like this, he's now the championship leader. But the final moment has finished already. Caesar wins the Grand Prix from Hazard, who's also done a great battle for first place. Right, Jack's finished in 3rd place to make it around up the podium. But the battle was not over yet. The rich mix is not for that one now. But we had to go with standard fuel mix and the overtake mode DRS. No, I think it was slipstream for that one, but we were close already. But it's not enough for that one. But Rim will take 4th place, and that is me. Into P5 already. I'm in the Red Bull sandwich, as you can see on the top left. Weird moments already for that one, so let's see what happens in the results that one. But props to Caesar for this one. My reserve driver teammate have done pretty good job already for this one, so well done, driver of the day for that one. So I had to give props to him for that one. And Jack, the pole sitter, has dropped from 1st to 3rd in the race, so I feel bad for him already. If he didn't start on the ultra softs, he will win the race that one. But it's props to him. So Caesar in the reserve driver wins the Grand Prix, followed by Hazard, then Jack, then is Rim, myself. Infinite March already will take 6th. Hazard will take 7th. Fructose will take P8. Rixer P9, and Sean